Whew, it's another hot one. Here we are in Lithia Springs, noboringconcrete.com, and we are doing a resurfacing of a lanai, back patio, porch, whatever you want to call it. And we're just, they have plain concrete, and they just wanted to have this kind of stained, rustic look. So we're just going to resurface it. We're going to be putting 2 coats on. One's going to be the base coat, and then the next coat is going to be a thinner coat that just kind of gives it a little bit more variation. So when we stain it, you get a little bit more of a natural movement when staining, and somewhat of a marbleized look as well. And that's kind of what the customers are looking for. So let's do a little walkthrough here. Here you can see the back patio. It's very nice. They got these really cool shutters. We just endured a pretty heavy storm and Hurricane Irma, and they were hurricane rated for, I think, 150-mile-an-hour winds or something like that, and they held up very well. He said very little water, if any, came in through while the rain was, you know, blowing in sideways. He said most of the time he actually spent his time out here during the storm just to kind of hear it, and he said it was very quiet, believe it or not, and not much activity. But I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. I mean, they got hit pretty good in this area. Just coming down the road, they're still doing cleanup, quite a bit of damage. But in regards to these shutters holding up against the winds, he says he's very, very impressed and well worth it. So this thing just kind of slides across the doorway here, and then those just come across that way, enclosing this whole thing. So I like it. It's pretty neat. But you're here for the decorative concrete aspect of it, so let me show you that everything's just been pressure washed. We use a turbo tip to try to get any excess concrete that was that had fallen on here, possibly during the construction phase of this project, or even the stucco that fell on. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for it to dry out a little bit, blow off any excess dirt and dust, any debris, and then we'll be putting down the base coat. So stay tuned for, sorry for the lighting here. I know it's just certain areas it gets real bright and then it darkens up the camera here, the lens of what we're working with. But yeah, for sure. So stay tuned and see the next process. Again, we're gonna be trying to put down a light. Originally they wanted a dark brown, dark grays, real rich looking, but they kind of feared that the shutters may be too overwhelming with a dark floor. So they're gonna try to take it back a few notches and just go kind of lighter on the staining aspect. But originally they had the pool table sitting here. They moved it out so I can go ahead and do the finished work here, and they'll be putting it back in. So I might be able to get some footage when it's all set up. They might want me to come back and do the garage and the front porch in a different type of finish. But for this one, we're just gonna try to do a smooth finish. That way the stain just kind of moves around when we put it down. And then they'll be putting the the pool table back and whatever the rest of the furniture or items were out here. So other than that, stay tuned. Appreciate it. noboringconcrete.com. See you.